Okay, I think I have everything set up now. Last time I forgot to record, so I wanted to make sure that that piece came through this time. So I hope that everybody is out there that was joining me today. And first of all, I just wanted to say thank you for those of you that were able to join me in the middle of the afternoon, in the middle of the week. I know this is kind of an awkward time for those of you who work during the day, but I know that so many of the people that I connect with have their own businesses or set their own schedules, and they can sometimes be on these kinds of things at this time of day. And hopefully some of you are watching this later who weren't able to be with us live. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to all of you who have reached out to me to let me know what the material in my book, Season by Season, Authentically You, has meant to you, how it has helped you along your journey. For those of you that have written reviews for me on Amazon, thank you, thank you, thank you, because that does help people get an idea from real life people what the book is about, more so than the description or even looking at the little preview. And I know that when I'm looking to invest even a small amount of money, I like to know what other people who are engaging with that kind of thing think, because it helps. So thank you for that. So today I thought, this being the first week of spring, would be the perfect time to start a new venture for myself, because spring is about new beginnings and it's about rebirth and renewal. And I wanted to share with you during these 13 weeks of spring some of the material from the book in what I'm calling a card pull, because I've actually made myself a little do-it-yourself card deck. The material isn't in card deck form yet, but I have a little card deck that I've made for myself, so I can do a card pull with the information, the entries in the book. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And similar to what we did on the during the book launch, for those of you that were on the book launch with me, I'm just looking here to get this on my phone so I can see. Those of you that were on the book launch with me know that I shared the images that my friend Heather Harbaugh painted for me. I'd been on Pixabay, found some photos, and I passed those on to her, and she did some edits, brought her energy in and painted those for me. And those are the that is the artwork representing the seasons that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you now. Okay, and I can see that, so hopefully you can see it too. And what you'll see here in this image, what you're seeing, if you haven't done this with me before, is you're seeing representations of the seasons. Up here in the upper left is winter, and the right is spring. Below here is fall, and this is summer. So what I would invite you to do is just close your eyes for a minute, take a deep breath in and out, and allow all of your energy inside yourself to come to collect around the center of your chest, around that heart chakra area. Take another deep breath in and out, and silently tell your body to relax. And now open your eyes and see which of these images seems to be calling you in. It might be the image with your favorite colors. It might be the one that represents your favorite season, and you might be surprised at which one seems to be calling you today. And just go with whatever you feel is calling you in the moment. And I'll just give you a minute to do that. Okay, and hi to those of you, Jessica and Jill, who I can see are on the call with me and said hi. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you ladies so much. And any of you who are not commenting, I appreciate you as well. So we're going to start with winter in the upper left. I pre-pulled the cards just like I did on the book launch, because you know, that's possible to do as an energy worker. I just tap in, ask for the people that are going to be present and or viewing this later. And so the card that was pulled for winter is titled Dream Your Own Dreams. When we overinvest in someone else's dream, we give away the resources meant to support our own visions. This can move us out of alignment with our unique purpose. Don't give yourself away for someone else's dream. Pay attention to how you're using your personal time and energy, and invest in your own dreams. I know that this came up for me when the material was coming forth, because this is something that I have personally had an issue with. And I say issue in the sense of it's created blockages for me, exactly as this says. When you are a highly intuitive, sensitive empath, because our hearts are to help other people realize and have better lives and be comfortable and expand into everything they want to be. And so many of us that have been teachers, this is where we are. It's very easy to overinvest in someone else, to take on responsibility so much for their happiness and their well-being and their success that we set the things that we want to focus on to the side. Now, certainly we do this at times as a mother or as a teacher or as a friend when someone is in great need. But if we do that our entire lives, and those dreams that we dream, those things that energize us, the things that make life force flow through us to the surface to bring joy to ourselves and to others, and to be that light that we're meant to be in the world, it's always under the bushel. So that's what this topic is about. Again, is to not give yourself away for someone else's dream. Look at how you're using your personal time and energy, and make sure that you're investing in your own dreams. So the next one, we're moving on to spring. If you picked the tulip image, this one's title is Have Faith in Your Journey, which I think is a wonderful follow-up to what we just heard. Sometimes the path ahead is straight and clear. At other times, it's more like an overgrown forest where we can see only a short distance ahead. Your soul came here with a distinct purpose. Stay in alignment with that purpose and have faith in your journey. My friend Cheryl would say, when you're on your way to California from Texas, don't get distracted by Arizona. Just another way of saying, when the forest looks overgrown, when you're moving through your life's path and on your life journey, sometimes it just seems like we can't see what's ahead. We know where we want to go, maybe, or maybe we're just open and flowing in the intuition. But let's not get discouraged when we have to step over fallen trees, or when we can hear something off to the side, or there are vines growing down. We want to have faith that there is an opening coming ahead, and faith in that journey. So the next one is going to be summer, the one with the little, I believe that's an echinacea. And the title of this one is Hold Appropriate Boundaries. All of us need all of us need a safe space in order to grow and feel confident in freely expressing ourselves. Saying yes in situations that feel wrong for you is a form of self-betrayal. I'm going to read that part again. Saying yes in situations that feel wrong for you is a form of self-betrayal. Be willing to set limits for your interactions with others and establish boundaries that allow your true essence to flourish. Everyone says yes sometimes when they know in their gut that that's not really what feels right for them. And we do sometimes do this as a way of showing love or support for other people. We want to make sure that this does not become our default. We want to understand that holding appropriate boundaries is something that we can do from a place of compassion. Because if we don't hold appropriate boundaries, what eventually happens is that we have no boundaries and we're always saying yes. And it's always just fluid. Everyone has access to us at all times in our energy. And then at some point, because we need our own energy and we need that space for our own flourishing, we're going to become resentful. And then we become what I call a resentful people pleaser. So we want to understand that we can hold boundaries from a place of love, where we love and have compassion for others, but we have that same love and compassion for ourselves. Because let's face it, if we allow ourselves to become depleted by always saying yes to things, even when they feel wrong to us, we eventually are going to have no energy for ourselves or for anyone else. So, yeah, a lot of us need to hear that today. Okay, and then moving on to fall, which most of you, if you've interacted with me, know is my favorite season, but these energies come through. You notice that if you have the book, I've suggested to you that you might go through the book either chronologically, the 13 entries for 1 week per week of the season. You might just flip through the book and see what catches your eye. Or you might look at the energy on the wisdom word page of the season, see what seems to be calling you. But my favorite way to work is to do what we did at the beginning. Breathe into that heart space, ask your heart to guide you, and then choose where you want to go with the material. So our last card for today, the fall card, is called Honor Your Body. When we allow ourselves to become depleted, we have a tendency to revert back to old tapes and auto responses. Boy, do I remember this from the days of public school teaching and the days of having young children at the same time and trying to be everything to everyone. When you become depleted, those old tapes, those old patterns that most of us worked really hard to break from childhood, the disempowering ways that we would show up, kind of the knee-jerk reactions. Yeah, that's what happens when we allow ourselves to become depleted. We then have that tendency to revert back to old tapes and auto responses. And it's not pretty for us or anyone who's engaged with us. So continuing, it's more difficult to hear the quiet messages from our inner guidance as we fall into old patterns. In order to make conscious choices that are in alignment with your true self, give your body and mind the gift of being well rested. We have so many what we call reasons, excuses for not resting, for not doing what's best for both our mind and our body. It never turns out to be what's best for us or anyone else. Because again, if we become depleted in any way, we have to struggle then past that to bring that light, to bring that compassion, that love, that healing that we want to be in the world. So I just want to go back through and just review the titles so you can kind of see the flow of how these cards came through today. So the first one was Dream Your Own Dreams. Have faith in your journey. Hold appropriate boundaries and honor your body. So I hope that this was fun. It was insightful to you. I'll be back next week on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time again, and I hope that you guys will be able to join me. Go ahead and stop the share. So thank you again, and keep letting me know how the book is meaningful to you, and I'll see you back next week. Thanks.